Yeah, that's loud.
That part was, but that's just that sound effect was loud as
Right.
it's loading. That's not even what it's going to look like when we have it actually loaded. It looks a lot better. All right, guys, here we are. We got Godzilla.
All right, I gotta. Gots the pee.
Matthew Broderick in his only action role, which is no surprise. I don't know why there's some like little techno going on here. One of Sega's last pinball tables that they ever made. Taxi multi-ball already. This is nuts right off the bat. Come on. Oh! It's not a bad bump. 25 million. I don't know what the high score is on this one, so it might be good. That's definitely not good right there. Good thing for a ball save. If you have a problem with tables that have shakers, this is not the table for you.
Okay, got it, go, got it!
Some little light techno that I don't remember from the movie, but to tell you the truth, I don't remember a lot from the movie anyway. But this is shaker central. Like, this is the most shaking I've ever seen on any table.
Oh no.
No, like more often. It's not necessarily consistent. It's just there's a lot of, because it's every time he moves, Godzilla moves, it shakes the table, which
Yeah.
does make sense.
That makes sense.
What's the scoring on this?
I'm gonna check.
Oh, that's a King of the Monsters jerk. Eh, could be true. Look at this. Like, it's about to drop a beat. There it is. You pressed it. Okay, go back. We have a screen. There it is. 125. I'm not anywhere near that, so.
Must be a high-scoring table.
I don't know. I had a long multi-ball, and I'm thinking I'm at 35 million or something.
But second player got 65 million, so. The name that shall not be named. Voldemort.
Yeah, Voldemort was here, guys. He dropped by on his way to kill Harry Potter.
We actually encouraged him. You were like, you know what? He's an ungrateful little shit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Young Daniel Radcliffe, don't like him. Older Daniel Radcliffe, I do. So, I mean, it's good that he's still alive, because in my world, he would have been killed.
what is it? Guns Akimbo? Did you see that movie? It stars Daniel Radcliffe of like he plays in this this game where he gets guns attached to his hands and he's forced to kill people of like and they watch it all on a live stream. It's actually a really clever movie, and he does well of like.
Dude, he was Weird Al in Weird Al's fucking biopic that was
Really?
completely made up. Like, nothing in the story is true, because it's a Weird Al, so it's a parody on a bunch of all the biopic movies and stuff. Like, him and Madonna, like, become, like, drug lords and shit. Like, it's so fucking crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I need to
You
see
gotta
this
see
movie.
It's free. It's like on Tubi or something. Like, it wasn't even made for the theater. It was made for free on, I think, the Roku channel and stuff.
Okay.
It's great. Yeah, me and Laughlin watched it the day it dropped. It was hilarious. But that's what I like. Is like Dan Reckles has been doing a bunch of weirdo movies because that's like fits his personality. He's not doing these big budget movies. He already made all that Harry Potter money.
Yeah, he wants to go be creative.
Yeah, I mean, he made one movie where he's dead and he's like basically Swiss Army Man. He's dead and it's basically like Weekends at Bernie's, where he's like the dead guy though.
Nice.
It's super hilarious. They like use him to fart to like go as he's floating, so they can get from one island to the other. Like it's ridiculous. All right, let's see where do I end up here?
He's awake.
72 million.
It's not 115.
125.
125.
I need 125.
That was 10 off in the wrong way. All right, let's see what I get on this.
So chat, we would love to hear from you guys. What do you, if you've seen multiple movies, if you've not, then, you know, it's not going to be the best question for you, but what is the best Godzilla movie you have seen? I have a very soft spot for Godzilla 1985, just because me and my dad used to watch it all the time. I do like the 2014 one. It was a good horror movie. You barely even see. I mean, when they show Godzilla, it's always from like a part. Like it's very much like a horror movie, like just showing him in the shadows, showing just his foot. Like the build up to seeing Godzilla fully revealed in that movie was really well done.
I've got to go with Godzilla versus Mothra.
Old school, what, 1960, whatever it was?
Yeah. Because they did what they did with what they had at the time is pretty incredible.
I also really have a love for the trilogy Netflix animes. Have you seen those?
No,
The Godzilla animes?
I don't think I have.
Dude, there's a trilogy of movies where, like, basically the setup is humanity leaves, right? Because Godzilla is about protecting the Earth, right?
Right.
So humanity leaves for, like, I don't know, 150 years, 200 years, and they end up trying to come back thinking, oh, well, it'll be fine. And so it's about us trying to reclaim the Earth that Godzilla has basically been running for 100 years, 1,000 years, whatever it is. It's really good. It is. It's almost like a mixture. If you did like Mobile Suit Gundam mixed
Okay.
in with Godzilla, because there's
That'd
like
be
they have
awesome.
mechs and stuff. That's a really great movie. And Godzilla is probably the most powered in that movie compared to any other movie. Those are really good. If you guys haven't seen those. We have a new Godzilla. So we had Godzilla versus Kong last year or the year before. We have Godzilla teaming up with Kong, 'cause that's the next step.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, we both are trying to protect stuff to fight against a big threat.
The human race.
I think they teamed up at the end of that movie. Weren't they fighting Mecha Godzilla in
Yeah.
that one?
Yeah,
that
for
shit was
sure.
dope. I love that.
That was great.
Monarch, if you guys have Apple Plus, check out Monarch. It's a TV show set in that same universe. It's actually really great. It has Kurt Russell and it has his son playing a younger version of him. So it's really cool because they don't have to like de-age or anything like that, because Kurt Russell's son looks so much like Kurt Russell when he was younger. So it takes place in multiple times. It's obviously a little bit more focused on people than it is the monsters, but it's a great TV show.
Low score.
This coming from the person who said it's a high-scoring table. Do you stand by the high-scoring table?
Yeah, it's a high scoring table for sure. But I got a low score on it.
Meet Godzilla.
Because 49,015,000.
Matthew Broderick on his deathbed is going to say the one regret he has is starring in Godzilla.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna be like, this was the bane
Ferris
of my
Bueller,
life.
the producers, like he's done so many great roles in his life. Godzilla is just not your thing, dude. Like a big action movie from Ronald Emmerich. So the guy who directed this Godzilla is also the guy who directed Independence Day. Little trivia. Also, 2012, Day After Tomorrow, a lot of those disaster-style movies.
Science does it. Okay, got it, go, 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 get it!
Like, that's just overacting, even for a Godzilla movie.
I have not gotten any high scores this turn, or this stream, and I have not done well on my pinball at all. But that's okay, you know. There's gonna be days like that. I've watched you have a couple days that were like that, of like. And today you're
But
rocking.
I yelled so much
Oh,
that
yes.
I willed myself into getting high scores. Because apparently, the angrier I get, the better I play.
Okay, got it, go, 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 get it!
So don't stop the momentum now. I mean, just because I make a case for it.
Calling the Air Force.
Air Force ain't gonna do nothing to Godzilla. Come on, Ferris Bueller. You should have taken the day off when they tried to hire you for Godzilla.
Then Dark says there should be Kingzilla.
I mean, that's basically what he is in the animes.
Sky 1-5, tally 1 on the bridge. You're going the wrong way!
I don't think a lizard and an ape breeding makes anything. I don't think that's how it works.
I mean, it is if you want it to, if it makes your story better.
Scientifically engineered? Yes. But King Kong and Godzilla, all of a sudden just match made in heaven. You know what they like to do? They like to fuck shit up.
Multi-ball's ready, but too bad I wasn't ready. This is gonna be the lowest score right here. There was 13 million, guys. Godzilla is biting my butt right now.
That was a low score. I even beat that score. All right, let's do better than 49, right?
Just a reminder, guys, we are going to be, after our next table, which is Darkest Dungeons, we're going to have about a 20-minute break as we move our equipment and stuff over to the arcade. And we're going to be playing some random fighting games here. We got a little bit of everything fighting game-wise. So just, keep that notifications on. So if you guys are not following, you're not going to know when we come back. So go ahead and drop that follow and turn on your notifications so you'll know when we hop back on. It could be quicker, it could take a little bit longer. It just depends on the setup. On our actual arcade setup, we use 2 PCs to stream, and that's why it's a little bit more complicated. But right now, tearing up the international market, we got Godzilla -1. Did you ever play those PS2 / GameCube Godzilla games?
No, I didn't.
Dude, they're really fucking good. Like, they're really good. I'd like to revisit those.
But what game that does come to mind is Rampage. Did you ever play those games?
Yeah, Technopair has there's a new Rampage game that they made, which is better graphics, but basically the same game, except that it's based on the movie. So it's got all the versions that they had in the rock version. I have that. There are some games, guys. I just have so much stuff that I'm always adding that I forget that I have them. There's some cool Mobile Suit Gundam games that I want to get working as well. There's some JoJo Bizarre game that I want to get working. These are all arcade games. That
gonna
was
lose
called
my
the
ass.
triple loss. That's what they call that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lose my ass. Ball 3, even with a multi-ball.
Did you see the trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife 2? I think it's called Frozen something.
No, I haven't.
They're back in New York. Looks
Which is
really
good.
It looks like they still have the old school ones, even though they could have passed the torch to Paul Rudd and Spangler's son and all that. Afterlife was amazing. I thought it was a great movie. It was a good way to continue the story, ignore the women reboots, continue the story. But the fact that Bill Murray and all them still are coming back for this one is great. That they weren't like, all right, well, it was great that we are in the movie, but hey, they're old. They could have passed the
They
torch.
could have passed the torch.
But that they're still in there is really good. I'm excited about that one. It looks really good. It was actually supposed to come out, I think, earlier, but with COVID. Or not COVID, strike.
40?
It is not 49. You have 49
No.
there. But hey, there's an argument for consistency with that.
Yeah. Consistently bad.
I mean, at least you didn't get whatever I got, which was so low I can't remember it. Yeah! Shoot again. Nope.
Nope.
It was lit though.
And that's what I'm
bullshit.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what happened to me last game.
That light
it was
means
lit.
nothing.
It means nothing. But I also noticed that I don't do well on tables like Earthshaker and whatnot that shake a lot. I just don't. It doesn't work for me.
Because I spend so much time doing everything is random music, random this. So the
Yeah.
random way the ball moves, see, I must have been preparing myself
Exactly.
for this my
Exactly.
entire life.
That's what you're preparing for,
Yeah.
man. But also sometimes the ball just drains on you. Nice little pass action there. No bumpers. Hitting some targets. Got up the ramp. Almost up that ramp.
Let's go. Extra ball.
Nice.
Nice.
And multi-ball.
And multi-ball. All in one shot. Let's go.
Ah. Damn it, get up.
Got it, go, 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 get it!
Do it.
Okay, got it, go, 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 get it!
You didn't quite get up and around. I do like the bass soundtrack that's happening
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
like kind of like a techno, like almost Matrixy light
Yeah.
soundtrack, which I don't remember, but that doesn't mean it wasn't there. It just means I don't remember it.
Damn.
It's not like I remember somebody like in the top-selling movie soundtrack of 1998, Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Ball 3? Do I have? Is there ball 3, or did I already?
No, I
use
think
all?
that's it.
No, I had an extra ball.
No, shoot
That's-
again. You got extra ball. King of the Monsters, Jack, that's me.
J-E-K?
Yeah.
That is not you.
No, that's absolutely me. I may have played this table before. Because that's the name before and I went by Dead Ed.
Okay, got it, go, go, go!
No picture, no proof. Ugh. Come on, come on! Baby bonus!
He's awake, and he's angry.
But where is this Jack? How does he rank? Is it a coincidence? Because if it's like a straight number.
The fact that I think it is, and the reason why is because it's a flat score.
time to meet
We don't
Yeah.
ever get flat
No,
scores.
never, never. I'm just waiting for this to. Yeah,
2,
no,
3, 4, and
absolutely
5,
Not.
like, yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Besides, I think I retired that name before. I
Yeah,
actually
even
met
the
you.
oldest scores that you have on high score are DED.
Damn it!
Okay, got it, go, get it!
All right, guys. I'm gonna try to shoot for this outside ramp, not the inside one, but this outside one where the arm is overhanging. There we go. We got that ramp. All right, it got up that little passageway. And nothing. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't even tilt it because the table's already shaking, so I just have to accept it. Getting up the bumpers. It says shoot again. I actually got shoot again. All right, same thing. I'm gonna try to shoot for where the arm is overhanging, guys, to where Super Pops is lit.
Let's go.
That was too soon.
Starting with 5, tally 1 on the bridge. Let's go. Extra ball.
All right, got extra ball lit. And I guess I get multi-ball on top of that. What a weird game. Oh, there's 4 balls in play. None of them. None of that worked. None of it. None of it worked. All right, that's it. 32 million. Wait, no, I get the extra ball. Hold on. King of the Monsters. I wish that was my name. I actually got shoot
Ball
again.
saved. We got Darkest Dungeons coming up next for you guys.
Yeah,
That'll be our
Darkest
fun.
Dungeons is an awesome pinball table. If you guys are just checking us out for the first time, we actually had the conversation with one of the guys who developed the game, and it was great. It was really informative of how this pinball table is supposed to be played. It's deep. The way it plays like an RPG. It doesn't feel like it's lacking anything. It feels like you are full, right? Of like being able to make items, build
I'm
your
always full of
parties.
shit.
always full of shit.
I got a bad diet, guys.
I shit 6 times a day.
And nothing comes out. Whoa. All right. This is so far the only table that I've not beaten a score, gotten super high score, so I gotta do it. Come on, Reno.
All right, Dark, we got you. I see you. I see you. I see what you
That's
did
how
there.
you do it. That's how you do it if you're trying to play Grappy. Oh! I'm going for the lowest score ever on Godzilla. All of my good scores were already done. I've already used up that skill slot. I haven't done a long rest yet, so I've not regained my high scores.
Extra ball. Okay, got it. Go, get it.
A lot of cars starting. Maybe you should just get a different car. Lowest score, here it comes.
You never know. You never know.
Extra ball.
Yeah, that's why they give you an extra ball, because they know. See, the replay's at 80 million. Usually the replay's pretty high. So this isn't a high scoring table. I just so happened to do good once. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so did What's-Her-Face. Like, it just so happened that we happened to play good. Because I don't know, just because we're the only 2 people on there, we could have played this for 3 hours. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes we would do that.
Okay, that's fair. And we don't do that on stream. We go from table to table.
But
we're pretty snappy
off the
about it.
stream, last week, guys, we were playing...
NBA Fast Break
Yeah, and I got
and
an insane... I got, like, what, 220?
249, I
Yes.
think it was.
And then we also did some crazy stuff in fighting game. We were playing Third Strike. I don't remember exactly what that's why we need to record it.
Right.
But there was something that we did, or I did, or somebody did, and I was like, what the hell is this?
Learning new things about the game as we play through them.
He's awake. And he's angry.
Let's see. This is not going to be the lowest ever, but I want to look at it. That's the thing. No matter what kind of score, you need to look it in its eye.
Yeah, look at your score. Look at what
Yeah.
you did.
Because you have nobody to blame but Godzilla. 24. All right. Whatever.
I think we should change. When you hit your knee, Jesus Christ, to Godzilla. Something goes
What in
wrong.
Godzilla's name is this?
Exactly. Make it Godzilla's fault. 'Cause Godzilla.
So, all right, so it's baby. Let's see. Godzilla. No, it's baby Godzilla, Mothra, and Godzilla instead of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Or according to Dark, it would be baby whatever he was talking about, King Kong and Godzilla.
Some abomination.
Burn it! Burn it! It doesn't deserve to live.
But does it though?
Okay, got it. Go, get it.
Pro-lifers would choose Alien. The symbiotes. But do they choose?
No, because that's how you can do. Because, like, you know, somebody who's like, I don't want you to use any religious bad things. Like, you don't necessarily love that. But if I were to be like, God motherfucking Zilla, ooh, I gotcha. You thought I was gonna say something else.
You did get me.
Because if
You
you
did
know,
get
because
me.
you have to split it, right? Because it's Godzilla. It's got 2 syllables in it. So you could
Exactly.
put whatever it is in the middle, so people are like, what?
What?
Like, I'm gonna walk into church and say,
All right.
oh, okay, it's the F word was fine, but we heard God and we got upset. But then, all right, it's Zilla, that's fine. Not Zillow. That's how you can look at the prices of houses.
And if there should not be a Godzilla, that should not be a thing.
I mean, there might be. Whoever owns Zillow might be Godzilla.
We name all the prices of real estate.
Granny Goodness finally made a call to the financial advisor after 7 years of trying. We went out with Kim. We haven't seen Kim on today, but Kim's birthday was last week. And me and Granny Goodness met up with her at her bar. And she was telling me she made a pretty good sum of money last year. And then she told me how much she made after taxes. And I said, well, you ain't doing it right. Like, it was like 70% she paid. So it was some ridiculous amount. I'm like, oh, no, yeah. I was like, you need to talk to 007's. He's got a girl.
Yeah,
all right?
he's got a gal.
And I was like, speaking of that, we've been trying to get Granny Goodness to call. She's got all this money sitting in a, retirement thing.
Sure.
That's not collecting anything. It's roll it over. Because you have a job now that has another retirement where they match, so roll it over to something that's at least getting
Exactly.
something instead of sitting there.
Get that
She
match.
finally made the call, so I'll give her that. But does she do anything after the call? That's the next 7 years of my
Right.
life. All right, so the last one
Last one, guys.
before we move on to Darkest Women,
Darkest Hour.
starring the woman that was in Conan the Barbarian. That lady was very dark.
Yeah, she was.
She was in a couple movies in that era. She was a model during that. She did a lot of modeling. I remember seeing her in the cover of, like, magazines and stuff during
Sure.
that. She wasn't an actress per se. She came from the modeling world.
Yeah, but you had fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger.
She had the
coming-
short hair, like, but
Yeah.
you didn't want to. She was beautiful, but you didn't want to fuck with her either.
Oh, absolutely not. If like she could fuck
What
you
was
up.
her name?
Oh, I don't remember.
That was the best stop I've ever done in pinball. All right, go up the ramp. This is it.
We
Guys,
also had Arnold Schwarzenegger coming from the bodybuilding world, right?
They had to, yeah. His accent is so bad in the first Conan too.
Oh,
That's
it
why
is.
he barely talks. That is the only reason he barely talks.
Yeah, but you know what? In every subsequent movie that he's been in, he always had the accent. And guess what?
Yeah, but he
It's
got
great.
that. He took. It wasn't getting rid of the accent. It was his Austrian accent used to be so bad you couldn't understand his English.
Oh,
So
that's
like
fair.
he had to get to a point where he had to have a dialect coach where, like, yes, he's always gonna have that Austria accent, but to where you can at least understand the words he was saying. The first movie he did, which was Hercules in New York, they had to dub him because the lines were so bad.
I'm looking it up.
The chick,
Yeah, do you remember which role she played?
she was the. I mean, you could tell from the. I don't remember her name, but you should be able to tell from the picture.
Because there's quite a few
She's a very
chicks.
dark woman. Like, she's like from like Africa or something. Like, she's very dark.
The princess?
She was in a Mad Max or something. She was in a couple. She might have been in Destroyer. She may not have been in the first one. She might have been in the second one.
Valerie Quinneson? Cassandra Gava?
I mean, I don't know if
Sindel
me hearing
Bergen?
the name's I'm gonna be able to be like, oh, that's her. I don't think I actually know her name, even if.
Yo, James Earl Jones was in the first.
Yeah. Jonesy, was it back in there? As his friends call him, Jonesy.
I think his best role, in my opinion, was in A Field of Dreams. I love that movie. If you don't love that movie, get the fuck out of here. This may be your house, but get the fuck out of here.
Whoa.
A Field of Dreams was a great movie.
Yeah, it is a good movie. Yes, I would agree that's his best role on camera, but nothing beats Darth Vader.
Fair enough.
Overall.
Well, I'm sure that he's been in other things that are great too, of like, but he kills it in that role of like.
That's Darth Vader, of course.
No, that's true. That's true.
Well, I mean, come on, like, so iconic that even when they've tried to have sound-alikes do Vader,
it's just not the same. It's just not the same.
But when he was, when they did Obi-Wan, what they did is they had James Earl Jones record the. He's like 90 something now, so you're gonna hear like especially with a voice like that, you're gonna hear like a wobble because he's old.
Right.
Like it's not. The power's not behind it, right? And so they had him record the lines, but then they have this AI now where the AI listened to everything he did from the Star Wars era. Other movies, Star Wars, and then it changed his lines to sound like he would have then.
Oh.
And that's why in Obi-Wan, Vader sounds just like he did in like Star Wars, you know, New Hope and Empire Strikes Back.
Sure.
That AI is dope. They used it for something else as well. So when they did the Scarface video game for PS2, the only reason they couldn't get Al Pacino to do the voice again is that Al Pacino smoked 2 packs a day for so long. That's why he has a raspy voice.
Sure.
But in 1980, he hadn't smoked for 40 years
Right,
yet.
exactly.
So he couldn't do the voice.
Hey, Dark, I'm not sure if that really helps.
You're up.
She was in James Bond. Look up Bond Woman. Looking up.
Bond too. She was a Bond lady. I'm gonna look up.
It's time to meet
I don't look at
Godzilla.
my phone.
It's
Over here, because I was looking at how to
Yeah.
make this drink. Outrun. Just to let
But
you guys
looking
know,
up-
the Outrun drink is 1.5 ounces of vodka, 1.5 ounces of sweet and sour, which I had to guess what that would be diluted,
Yeah.
which I did a good job. 1 ounce of grenadine and fill with club soda. It is a perfect drink that if you're driving in a red convertible in the 1980s, you're gonna have an Outrun.
You know, probably a little cocaine in addition with
Yeah.
that.
You got Outrun in one and in one hand, and you got a bag of cocaine in your nose.
Yeah, you know. it's
Gracie Jones, that is it. I didn't think I would know the name if I saw it. You are right, Dark. Dark wins 5 points.
like 5 Quicksave Barcade points. I don't know how we'll get that to you, but. Damn it.
I did it. I gave him 50 points. It worked.
Nice.
I remembered how to do it.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, got it, go, get it!
Damn it. Damn it!
I don't like when Windows, any version, you know, you're doing something, you're working or, you know, streaming, whatever you're doing, and it pops up saying, do you want to restart? You need to restart because there's updates. It should be able to detect that you're literally doing something on the computer.
Right.
Terry Red is back. After I talked about, I heard from Terry Red. If you guys don't know, for you new viewers, Terry Red is a prolific virtual pinball maker. Mostly future pinballs, so like Halloween, Retro Flare, the Indiana Jones, the newest one we played. He made all those tables, and he had a stroke last year. I didn't hear much from him, so I was kind of worried.
Sure.
He was always prominent, like, you know, talking to people in the industry and stuff. And he's back. So he just did new updates of all of his tables to the newest physics for future pinball. So obviously I haven't had time to put it on there, but But he's back, so that hope. The main reason, I mean, I know this is going to sound bad, but the biggest concern that I had was, of course, his health. But secondary, or almost equally, is he's been working on a Silent Hill table that is so amazing. It flips into the other world. Like, it is something you could never, ever do as a real table.
Right.
But he utilizes all of the cool features you could do as a virtual. And I've seen an alpha version of it. He's done videos of it. And it is literally captures
Nice.
Silent
nice.
Hill. And he had got derailed, obviously. Yeah, a stroke derails a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
you
of
know?
course, of
But I
course.
really want that table to be released. Maybe Halloween 2024.
Right.
You know, maybe. Because it seems like now that he's updating tables again, he's been doing some tutorials. He might be feeling good enough to start getting back into it. Updating a table to some new features, not as difficult to do as having to actually code the
Create
table. Yeah.
a whole new project. That's like saying editing a song that you've already got the bones on, and adding a few riffs or
doing a little remix. Remixer.
exactly. Of like, but creating a song from the ground up of like, no, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark, you're welcome. We do read the comments here at Quicksave Bar and Arcade. We appreciate your guys' feedback and being participant and part of the stream. If you're lurking, that's fine too. That's totally cool with us. We just hope that you guys are liking what you see, liking what you hear. Now that we got an upgraded audio, hopefully it's upgraded and not
That's the
bothering the
first
shit
time I
out
got
of you.
multi-ball, but not an extra ball. I thought that they just came hand in hand.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because every time so far.
Every time I've gotten it, I had the extra ball plus the multi-ball, so whatever we're doing, we triggered it twice. But I do like all those old school Godzilla movies that were made back in the day. They made models, animatronics. They made it work.
That's what I like about the 2014 one, is that they don't force showing Godzilla a lot. They just show him like a horror villain where he's like obscured. You just see his feet, you just see his tail.
Right.
And it wasn't until the very end of that movie, which Gareth Edwards directed that. And if you guys don't know who Gareth Edwards is, screw you. No. Gareth Edwards is a director who directed one of my favorite movies of all time, one of the best action movies, which is The Raid and Raid 2. Those movies are amazing. He also directed Rogue One, which is the best Disney Star Wars movie by far.
Oh, absolutely.
So, like, I mean, he knows how to do movies. I just watched his newest movie. Can't all be winners. It was okay. It was called The Foundation. It was about, like, AI and, like, being taken too far and stuff. But it was just... The characters, the story was great, but the characters were kind of flimsy to me.
Godzilla's back!
Godzilla's back! Where did he go? He went potty. I had to take Godzilla out to go potty.
Yeah, so Godzilla versus Mothra versus Godzilla is a 1964 movie. The original Godzilla movie is 1954.
Yeah.
So, a whole 10 years.
And he's angry.
A whole 10 years separated from those two.
Yeah, but I mean, that doesn't mean there's no Godzilla movies before that, right?
No, that's it. Godzilla was 1954. That's the earliest adaptation.
It's time to meet Godzilla.
My last turn here before we move on to Darkest... I keep wanting to say Darkest Hour.
Size does it.
And that's just a metal band that I used to listen to. Nope. Gonna go straight drain on that one, I guess.
I knew you were wrong. It's Godzilla, then Godzilla Raids Again in 1955. Then in 1963, it's King Kong vs. Godzilla. Then Mothra vs. Godzilla.
Oh, I thought you were saying something different. Of like,
No,
oh,
I was you said 10 years difference. I thought you meant there was no Godzilla movie.
Between my favorite movie. And,
Oh, in the original. Okay, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah.
there was because they were pumping them out for a while, like
Oh, yeah.
every couple years. So I remember my dad said he used to see them all the time. Here's every Godzilla movie in order. We got Godzilla in 1954, Godzilla Raids Again in 1955, King Kong vs. Godzilla, 1963, Mothra vs. Godzilla is 1964, Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, 1964. Damn, two of them in the same
Two
year.
of them, yeah.
Invasion of Astro Monster. I don't know if I've seen that one. 1965. Abrai, Horror of the Deep. 1966. Son of Godzilla. 1967. Destroy All Monsters, which is actually an arcade game as well. 1968. All Monsters Attack. 1969. Godzilla vs. Hedorah. 1971. Godzilla vs. Gigan. Either of those is one of those is right. 1972. Godzilla vs. Megalon, 1973. Godzilla vs. Mecha Godzilla. There you go. 1974. Then you got the Terror of Mecha Godzilla, 1975. Then they didn't make anything for 10 years. Not until they did Godzilla 1985, which is my favorite. Then we got Godzilla vs. Bellante. What is that, some French guy? Godzilla vs. Bellante. That's 1989. Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, 1991. Godzilla and Mothra, The Battle of Earth, 1992. Godzilla vs. Mecha Godzilla 2.
Yeah.
Man, that was like 30 years they waited to make a full sequel. 1993. Here it is. What can you go? How much further can you take Godzilla versus Space Godzilla?
Probably
What's the-
far, dude.
You think of that? That's pretty far, though. That's a pretty big battle right there. That came out in 94. We got Godzilla vs. Destroyer.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a worthy follow-up to Space Godzilla, though. I think that's going the other way. 1995. Then we got Godzilla, the one we're playing right now, in 1998. We got Godzilla 2000 Millennium. We know what year that came out. Godzilla versus Megasaurus. That does not sound like a real movie, but it also came out in 2000. Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, 2001. Godzilla against Mecha Godzilla, no 3, although it is the third movie.
Yeah.
2002. Godzilla Tokyo SOS, 2003. Godzilla Final Wars, 2004. Then Just Godzilla, which is what we just talked about, the 2014, the 16 one, or 14 one, which is crazy. That's another 10-year. Then we got Shin Godzilla, which is great. Then here it is. This is the trilogy I was talking about. Got the anime one. Godzilla, Planet of the Monsters. Godzilla, City on the Edge of Battle. Godzilla, the Planet Eater. Those are the 3 you need to see.
Actually, I have seen these. Of like, it took a minute for me to
Yeah.
jog my memory.
Those are
but
dope.
No, those are awesome. Those are incredible anime. Of like,
And here we go. We got Godzilla, King of Monsters,
Yep.
2019. Godzilla vs. Kong, 2021. Then right now we have Godzilla -1, and next
And
year
then-
Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire.